Hello Year 4, here's our next revision practice for maths. Today we're going to do subtraction, and there's our calculation: 575 subtract 137. And again, we're going to break this down into about 6 steps, and we're going to pause the video at 6 times to see if you can work out what the next step is, and then we're going to maybe ask you to teach somebody at home to see if they can do the 6 steps as well. So here goes. What is going to be step 1 for the way that we teach this in Year 4? Here's a little clue. How do we teach subtraction on a number line? What is step 1? Yes, the clue is in the title. We need a number line if we're going to subtract on a number line. So step 1 is to draw a number line. Now then, what do we do next? What is step 2? Yes, on this number line we put the small number on the left, and I think that is going to make step 3 very easy. The answer to step 2 is we put the small number on the left. What is step 3? Yeah, step 3, we put the large number on the right. 575. Now we have to find the difference between those two numbers, and that's where the number line will help us. It will show us the difference between the small number on the left and the large number on the right. If ever we hear the word difference in a maths question, almost certainly it's going to involve a minus and a subtraction. Now I'm going to do the next step for you because there's different ways of finding the difference on this number line, and the way I'm going to remind you of today is just one way, but it has got a particular advantage which we'll realise at the end. So the next step is to look at these numbers, and they're 3-digit numbers, aren't they? So we are working with hundreds here as well as tens and ones. And the next question to ask ourselves, we're going to put a jump in on this number line, is how many hundreds could we jump along this number line and still stay in the number line? So we're going to add 100 to this number, see if we're still in the number line, and then can we add 200? How many hundreds can we add and still be on the number line? So I'm going to add 100 to this number here, 137. And the digit that's going to change is the hundreds digit, because I'm adding hundreds. I'm not adding any tens or any ones, I'm just adding hundreds. So I'm going to count 237, 337, 437, 537, 637. I've gone too far, haven't I? 637 is beyond the number line. So how many hundreds did I add and stay on the number line? 237, 337, 437, 537. I'm pretty sure that I added 4 hundreds there. I did a jump of adding 4 hundreds, and that gets me to where on the number line? I need to write that down. 137 add 400 is 537. I can't add any more hundreds, that would take me past the number line. So that was the next step. So what would we do next? We've done all the hundreds we can add. What would we try and add next? What is step 4 today? Yes, we can't add any more hundreds, we can add tens now. So we look at the tens column here. we count up in tens from 537 until we've gone past the number line. 547, 557, 567, 577, that's no good, is it? 577 is off the number line. It's more than this big number here. I think I added 3 tens there. I sometimes use my fingers to help as I'm counting in tens. 547, 557, 567. Yes, it was 3 tens. 3 tens are 30, so I've added 30 more to the number, and that's taken me to 567. I'm still on the number line. Good, that was step 4. We've added the hundreds, we've added the tens. What is step 5? Yes, we add the ones now, and that should take us to the end of the number line. We're going to add ones, and this is going to be a number less than 10. If we could add a 10, we'd have already done it. So it's going to be 9 or less. So what is the difference between 567 and 575? If necessary, count on in ones. 568, 569, 570. But I'm sure you can work that out in lots of other ways. It's a final step. It's going to take us to the end of the number line, and it's 8, isn't it? It's 8 ones. Now we've nearly finished. What is the final step in solving this calculation? 575 subtract 137. What's the difference between 137 and 575? Go on, what's the final step? The final step is to write in the answer, because we have to add up these jumps to get the total, the kind of large jump over the top. And what is helpful about this way of doing the jumps is the answer is there for us. We've got 400 and 30 and 8. And what is 400 add 30 add 8? It is 438. This final step 6 becomes really easy having used this way of finding the difference. And that's it. That's year 4 subtraction on the number line. Well done if you got all 6. If you didn't, you could rewind the tape until you're sure you've got it. You could practice with some other calculations which we'll put on the website for you. And just remember, the best way to make sure you've really got this is, could you teach it to somebody else? Maybe mum or dad, maybe a sibling, maybe somebody else in your household. Could you teach them how to do it so that they know the 6 steps as well? Well done. Goodbye for now.